So believe it or not, I'm here with the president of the Marist Saints Rugby League Club, and she's a little after 6:30 now. Sun's not quite up. I think it's coming, and we've got game of the round turning up here for the home ground. What does it mean for you and the club, Tony?
Good day today. So the weather looks like it's going to be pretty good. So big game. Got the Roy Chan Cup on the line today. Still in the top 4. So you really need to win this to stay up there. Stay in touch with Glenora, and hopefully Odahoo do the number on them today. So we're looking forward to a good day, and hopefully all the kids will get down here.
Were you surprised about the Odahoo result over Richmond last weekend?
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. So good on them. I suppose they'll be pretty desperate at the moment. So is Richmond. So that was a surprise. So see how they go today.
And just tell us a little bit more around the Roy Chan Cup. What does that mean to the club, and what does that mean to the two teams that are playing?
Yeah, so we've been playing for that for the last couple of years now. After Roy tragically passed away at work, he coached here for a couple of years, so got a bit of a relationship there between us and Memorialrd East. So it's been quite good. Moira comes along and watches, so it's really good to catch up with her. Like I said, it's been going a couple of years now, so it's been going good. So we're lucky to hold it at the moment, so hopefully we can keep it today.
Yeah, in the first game up this morning we have got Glenora versus Odahoo. Glenora's trying to stay in the top 4, and you'll have Odahoo trying to stay off the bottom, so it should be a really good game, very competitive. These sides have met already previous in round 1, and Glenora only just took it out, so it should be a great game. In round 2, later on today, we've got Memorialrd East is playing Marist. Both teams have been up and down, so both teams will be going really hard out there today.
Thank you, Evelyn. I know you got a wee bit on today, and I understand you'll also be officiating for the Lone Star Player of the Round, and I'll come back towards the end of today's game, game 2, the main game, and we'll have a discussion around who that's going to be.
No problem. Thank you very much.
All right, good morning, and here we are at the SAS Fox curtain raiser game, and new head coach with Odahoo, mate. Now, last week, got the upset win over Richmond. I take it there was an upset. In regards to fighting to stay out of the bottom of the ladder, and obviously Glenora fighting to stay in the top 4, what's the strategy for today?
Not so much trying to stay off the bottom and that, but it's just getting boys out there and play some footy they can enjoy. And obviously last week, coming off that, there's a bit of confidence in camp. Our focus is just to get out there and play the footy they know they can play. A bit of structure, some positional changes in that, and that's all it is. It's just about them getting out there, applying themselves, and just performing regardless of the result. And if we can do that consistently and just build on that, I think the 2 points that everyone's wishing for to stay safe will come.
In regards to picking up the team last week, the week before last, having the group of guys coming into that week, and obviously a wee bit of turmoil in the club, what was your key factor in regards to creating the calm and getting the boys to focus with the game that was coming up that weekend?
I had coached some of the other boys previously, through the counties campaign, some of the rep stuff, so it's not like I'm not familiar with them. So just establishing that common ground, I think, with those particular boys, Freddie, Sanelli, some of those boys are loyal to the club, and I applaud them for just sticking in there and doing their best they can. So it's just basically re-establishing that core group of boys, sitting down with them and just having a discussion about where we're at and where we want to go.
Awesome, mate. And in regards to your group of 17, are you carrying any injuries at this part of the season? And if so, what have you sort of done to bridge the gap?
There's always injuries in that, and halfway through the season that you always want to get boys probably. The key is to get them out there at 100%. So they've got a young boys stepping up, made their debut last week for the Prems, and it's Rory, Marshall Barton and Rahidi from the 18s and under 20s. So
wow.
They made their debut last week. Key positions. So they've earned that right to sort of stay in this team, and we'll see them out here this morning and see how they go. So a bit of enthusiasm, it's rubbing off some on some of the other boys that are there as well.
Strategy taking on Glenora Bears. How are you going to win today's game?
Looking at the team list, it's a strong side. You can see why they're up in that top 4. Swappy there in the middle. Zach running up that, running at 9. Some good outside backs in there. I think we just have to believe in our systems and that, a little bit of trust. And stay away from the panic, the desperate and the random. I think we'll be fine.
Okay, with the head coach of Glenora Bears and about to play the SAS Fox curtain raiser at Murray Halberg. And mate, coming up against Odahoo, a wee bit of turmoil inside their club. They, however, have come off a great win against Richmond, probably looking to carry on a bit of momentum. Whilst they're fighting to stay off the bottom of the ladder, I'd suggest you're fighting to stay on the top 4. What does it mean for Glenora today?
It means everything for Glenora today. It's our first TV game, and we're not taking a backward step. Yes, we've heard Odahoo's had a few dramas, but we've all got dramas, but we know they're going to bring it. They're one of the long-serving clubs in the Fox, and they've got a new coach. Look, off the back of that, I think we've prepared ourselves enough for this game, and we will, as a group, moving forward confidently and know what we are. We've come a long way. As we complete today and to stay on point what we've been training all week for.
In regards to your group of 17, how are you looking, mate? Have you managed to pick from the pool that you wanted, or are you having to bridge a wee bit of gaps there?
Well, yeah, you like to create depth in your club, and we've definitely done that. It's been, let's just say, the last 4 weeks, it's been a tough decision of players to pick the 17. I think I've got it right today, and and I've got the support of the leadership group as well as my staff, and I think we're confident that we have got the 17.
Awesome. And Rob, how are you going to beat Odahoo today? What's the plan?
Well, look, we just worry about ourselves, worry about what we've been doing for the last 2 games, and it's been working for us. If we stay in the grind, complete our sets, be at the right end of the field, it's all about position and completing your sets, staying in the grind, believing in what we're doing, and not worrying about the opposition. If we get up, we've got to learn how to push forward and then just keep going.
Awesome, mate. Listen, I know I've just kidnapped you out of the changing room. Want to wish you all the best for today's match. More importantly, best of luck for Glenora Bears for the rest of the season.
Yeah, hoorah for the Bears. It's a day of the Bears today, and we're looking up with you, Lukey, too. So this is one for you, brother, and can't wait. I'm excited and can't wait to get out there. Cheers.
Round 12 of the Fox Memorial Shield saw the Leopards taking on the Glenora Bears, and the Bears were the first to open the scoring after 5 minutes in this one.
Yeah, and in the second try here with the impact player off the bench, Tolson Caird, coming back on the angled run off the Phil Kingy pass here and scoring the second try for the Glenora Bears. Lovely try.
Good bit of strength. But then it was the Leopards' turn, and after a strip ball play on from referee Leon Williamson, Connor Purcell crashed over to score their first try.
And the young prop there showing a lot of strength to go across and score their try as well. Whose second try with Drew Radich here, kicking into the corner for Fa'apito. Fa'apito getting off the ground and getting up high to place their ball down on the right side.
That was a great bit of skill by the winger, but then another piece of skill from James Taumata, one of the wingers for the Glenora Bears, as he went up the middle in a great run. He went 70 metres to put them ahead at half time. Good put down straight underneath the post, and the Bears will lead at half time. Then the second half came about, and the Odahoo Leopards desperate to score. A great flick pass, and Radich will go over for the Leopards first in the second half.
Yeah, beautiful work for Fa'apito there with the back flick. Nice try.
And the Glenora Bears started consolidating. Taumata will pick up his second, even though it looked like he might have stepped out. The try was awarded, and the Bears go ahead once again, but then this try, almost 70 metres, and a great team effort. Ball being offloaded, Booth getting the ball away. O'Connor back on the inside, it went again. Another offload, Tippins picks up the ball, and then to finish off, Chris Brown will go under the post, and that'll put the Bears even further ahead. This one was just to finish off.
Phil Kingy with that last try there, and Odahoo had the last word today with Drew Radich scoring his second try. bringing them.
34-22 the final score in this one. The Bears taking the 2 points, the Fox Memorial share.
With the captain of the Odahoo team, and they were the curtain raiser match for the SAS Fox today out against Glenora. And mate, at half time, 12-all, what was the chat from the coach at that point?
It's just about eliminating our errors and stopping penalties on the 4th and 5th tackles where Glenora's just getting back-to-back sets on us and scoring. So yeah, sort of much everyone personal errors just to cut them out of the game and just discipline on defence. Yeah.
Coming out of Richmond's game last week, carrying a bit of momentum and a lot of upheaval happening inside the club. I understand that a few of the senior members here have helped steady the ship. Coming into today's match, what was the strategy?
I guess it was just completing our sets and putting pressure on the other sides, where previous weeks we would have just made errors and given up in the last 15-10 minutes, but just the last couple of weeks we had a bit of fight in us, and these young guys are just knowing that Fox is different from age grade level, and mistakes are costly up here. So, yeah.
You were definitely in this game, even getting down to the last 10-15 in the second half. Is the team starting to have a wee bit of belief now? Do you think you've turned the corner?
Yeah, I think everyone's just taking ownership of everyone's own game and picking up their own level to level where it's satisfactory to the Fox. Everyone's coming from age groups and 20s, 18s, and where they've been stars in their own age groups, but coming up here, you're playing some of the best in Auckland, bar the New South Wales Cup and Warriors players. So yeah, it's a big step for the lads, but it's not going to come every night, and it's just about building and working hard each week. Yeah.
Last final question for you today, mate, because I know the boys are starting to chill down, and that is being in the situation where you are on the ladder at this part of the season. Has that been part of the chat for motivation for the group?
Definitely. We've got a lot of history riding on our shoulders, and as a group, we're just sort of trying to stay away from all the pressure and that, and just concentrating on training well and playing good football and just getting the points. And like I said, we just got history riding on our backs, and just don't want to let anyone down. So yeah.
Awesome, mate. Look, and see, you've got a bit of emotion there, so that's awesome, man. So look, best of luck for the rest of the season, and I like your style, bro.
Thank you.
Okay, with the captain of the Bears today, and on the curtain raiser for the SAS Fox, mate. First thoughts in regards to that game against Odahoo?
It was a tough game. Odahoo really brought it to us. I think they caught us off guard. I think first 11 o'clock game, morning game, we were a bit flat, I think, and we got there in the end, but they gave us a run for the money.
Bit of a surprise then, and has the 11 o'clock games been an issue, or is it just getting used to being in the TV rounds?
I'm not too sure. It's our first one, but maybe could put it out. The boys were flat, so we'll hopefully adjust that next time we get one. So, yeah.
At the half-time break, were you expecting to be 12-all draw, and what was the chat from the coach at that point?
No, we weren't. We just wanted to go about our business and play our structures, but I think scoring a few quick tries and there we kind of went off our game plan and let them back in it, but we had to learn to put the pedal down.
Oh well, mate, look, you've earned the 2 points, you get to stay in the top 4, so that's a good thing.
Yep.
Okay, so with Howick up for next week, is there going to be any difference in your approach to that match?
Just hopefully we come up fire and play a full 80 to our best of our ability. It'll be at home in the TV game, so yeah.
All right, mate, well listen, we'll let you chill down with the guys. Thanks very much for your time. Best luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers, thank you.
Thanks, mate.